Duse M, PT.
Jump on it, jump on it, jump on it.
Ride it like jump on it, ride it like taxes. The hell smoking that loud, lace the yak with mouth. Make your mama proud, popping it like shot. Turn up, it's a gangster party.
PT ain't never popped a Mari, but if I ever catch Mac, I'ma pop a Harley. I don't even rob a cop the Harley. Blowing so much green, I shame Marley. Yeah, I push the line to its full limit. Hit the hole like 22, boy, I'm a young Emmett. Nothing go like snow, now that's a cold image. Still whistling, sending, knocking them white women. Only reason I do it to avenge image. Could've let it go before it got me out. Knowing me, it don't matter, I simply chose my route. On my hobby.
You hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Let's bring this up. Hold on, my bad, man. I just turned on YouTube, so let them get up in there real quick, man. Go ahead and get the content at Active Chucks on Twitch. If you don't go to Active Chucks on Twitch, you can get the content right at Active Chucks on YouTube, Lamonte Sims on Facebook, Active Chucks ENT group on Facebook, or you can get it on Instagram at Active Chucks. Hey, it's Duse Sims, the Don. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. Yeah, man, we definitely going on. They tried to discredit Duse Sims, but the facts don't lie. And we're going to get into this big U case also, man. I know that a lot of people been, hopefully y'all caught that other video. Y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Back to back to back. We on the grind, man. I'm doing a lot right now. What's up? Salute. You salute to you. Keep it tycoon, Duse M. The only way a real goon gonna do it is keep it tycoon till you do it. You dig? Carolina Connect TV. Salute to the Blue Wrench Mob. Man, salute to the Blue Wrench Mob. Always on their job. Hey, man, share the like. Let all of the team know we live right now. Share the live to everybody. I think we might also be on Lamonte Sims. So, yeah, man, make sure that on YouTube, make sure that y'all do that. But look, I'm going to wait a little while till we get past this thing. But before we do, I'm going to dedicate a song to Salute. Yeah, I see y'all. Let me salute. Let me send y'all this real quick, man. We're going to play this real quick and let's see what we do. I think that's on Active Chucks, just to be sure. You know what I'm saying? And bang that like button, man. Get the good people up in here. You dig? We finna turn up. What y'all up in here playing? Nah, it's on Lamonte Sims. See, I thought that it was on here. My bad. That's crazy. Why would I have music on Lamonte Sims? Oh, because my Lamonte Sims ass cat. Damn, that's why it's on here. But we got it, we got Hit Your Bremen on here. Nah, bro, I was right. The other one is on Active Chucks, man. Y'all bear with me, man. We finna get right into the content. I just wanted to let the good people get up in here so they don't miss this one, because it's going to be one that they don't want to miss. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we'll get to the music later. I think we should get right into the content for those that's already here. Toxic Media and More Toxic Media came with the content. He brought it to and that's what we finna get into. Toxic Media got the content. I caught it about an hour before they put it out. Y'all wasn't even hearing me, man. Let's go.
Dale Morrison, exclusively from Whack 100. And he's going to expose all his relationships with the Rats himself. You know, Whack and the Rats go way back, like Tupac and Biggie.
Whack and South is going hard. Yeah, we live and direct right now, man.
Live and direct, we have the people in the building.
What up, Whack? What's up, homie?
Whack 100. Let me make sure I get my points on that song, Whack. I'm giving it to you half.
Whatever song. I guess, you know, I won't have.
And Whack is going to revisit that night. Remember when Big U had 2060 surround Whack? He said he didn't get touched because he had a gun so big, they remember his name used to be CK Whack. And that night, he must have slept at his side chick Egro Babe's house because he didn't come home all night. If you know, you know. And he gives an update on Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon's refusing to go to court. He think Loose is going crazy. I mean, every single day, Sharice is looking sweeter and sweeter. Sweetie! Twin, hold your head up, because I'd be going crazy too.
And he ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. He ain't even that type of dude.
Hey, Whack, let me ask you this, though, because I seen this shit viral yesterday, right? You said that Big U, he snitching.
Yeah, that's telling what he did. That's telling what he did all day long. You can't do that, bro. I can't say, well, KK got rid of the tapes because of the crime him and Big Chuck was doing at the spot.
Hell no.
I think that's what he's saying.
Especially if we ain't convicted of it.
The nigga is saying Marley Marl and Dale Morrison was doing some crimes at Marley Marl house. Here go the thing. Marley Marl ain't never met Dale Morrison. Don't even know who the nigga is. Dale Morrison ain't never been to Marley Marl house.
Damu Kiwe Conversations. Bang that like button if you just coming in. Let's go.
So he doing what he attempted to do to me in 600. Yep, y'all seen it. 600 was with the feds when they raided the house. No, he wasn't dumb. He drove by the house.
Hey, Whack, I know you in the music business, right? And like you gonna know certain people, certain players and shit, right? But Byron Blake, he trying to put it out there that you basically, because you know Dale and you know Marley Marl.
Byron Blake is an out-of-town nigga that has no idea what he's talking about. He don't know who I know. See, if I tell you I know a nigga, yeah, I know dude. That's my man. I mean, I know him. I know a nigga, no other nigga mean just that. Chuck, I didn't talk to you on there for 5 years, saw you once for 4 minutes. Yeah. I know you know of you. You ain't my, I don't know you know you. Yeah. Marley, I know. Dale, I might have seen 3 times in my life. Talked to him on the phone maybe 5, 6 times.
That ain't your,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, only, look, I never knew Dale even sold weed. I just knew he called me to book artists for a club. That's it.
I was thinking of when he was saying that shit, because Dale that you know book artists.
That's it. I never knew the nigga. I guess Big U found out that he was using me to artist and got at him. I didn't know it till the paperwork. Right? I didn't know Big U. When by the time Dale started calling me, I wasn't even fucking with Big U no more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't talking to Big U. So you know, I guess he found out the nigga was. I guess he found out the nigga was calling me to book artists, and got at the nigga, which I didn't know, and Dale didn't really pay no attention because Dale knew he only dealt with Whack when he wanted to book an artist. So in probably like 2 years, the nigga might have booked 3 artists, and he only came to me. A, I didn't charge him. B, the artists to show up because I bring them personally. Everybody else to get the front end money and don't show up.
So he was like more so like an industry connect, like see, like get a bag.
He wasn't even that. He was just like he'd be like, Whack, who coming into town? Like one time I said, Sada baby be here in a week. Cool. I got 10,000 for him. solid. You need this 10? Hell yeah, nigga, that'll cover my flights and shit. Doing whoop whoop whoop, and that's it. That was it. I booked more shit. He got a partner. I don't even know his partner name. He's still booking shit that I
Can of businessman.
Yeah, I forget his name, but yeah, I didn't like. I couldn't have told you. Like he's
Let's get them likes up.
Dispensary. I didn't know that about him.
Wait, you talking about the light skinned dude, right?
It's a light skinned dude. It's a real dark skinned kind of chubby dude that worked with him. I couldn't have told you that. Dale will pull up to the studio. He'd be like, "Whack, I'm on the way." That nigga pull up, honk the horn. I send a nigga out there to get the envelope, the deposit, and Dale gone. That's it.
Yeah,
So,
that's
you know,
crazy.
you got to remember the Blake nigga. He don't know nothing, man. That nigga's a out-of-town nigga over there
I
talking.
fuck with that nigga Byron Blake because
He talking to an out-of-town nigga about another out-of-town nigga.
Duse M saying he's not. What
Duse
you think?
M.
He said what?
He said True Surf is a snitch. He said he told.
No, but that's when he really got mad. I caught the nigga on A-Verb stage and embarrassed him about that. Over him with that Sue Surf snitch. Ain't nothing. Sue Surf went in there.
So for those who ain't catching on, so Cheeseburger Chuck, Bad Luck Cheeseburger Chuck, the Oscar Meyer Mafia leader, he comes off and tells, he gonna run and tell his daddy, right? Duse M said that Sue Surf didn't tell, right? And that's basically Whack 100 is utilizing that credibility, someone with the type of street credibility and a man of his word like myself, because they word ain't shit. They utilize that to say, well, hold on. Duse M said that Sue Surf wasn't snitching. So Whack like, yeah, Blake don't know what he's talking about, but he really don't want to give me credit based on our past disagreements. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. I don't need validation through the nigga that like 3 fingers in his ass.
Owned up to his shit and his shit only. All right, baby. His shit only. He ain't mentioned another nigga name.
Yeah, my bad.
I don't know Sue Surf, right? But I'm reading the paperwork. Went in there, took his plea deal. What he did, him. He ain't mentioned nigga name. No nothing. So where the fuck you saying he telling that?
So he wasn't the one who said, like, he agreed with the government that said that Big U was the head of the organization. He was like, basically
nowhere in there like that. Big U's the one that lined them up. My nigga, 14 niggas in the month, including Big U. The government is saying that he's a connection from LA and this, that. Big U don't do a day. He keep the same phone number and social medias that he was calling niggas the next 4 years to get them caught up right now. You niggas, I don't think
So Big U, do you think Big?
First of all, Big U didn't talk to them. They don't have him on one wiretap with them dudes. He took a picture with them, followed them on social media. This nigga is crazy. Big U was lining them up. He trying to, hey, when the niggas start projecting like that, bro, you better watch out, especially when he talking about somebody else as a snitch. Let's go.
You trying to get niggas paid for him to cooperate?
Big U been cooperating. Part of the grid program.
So what about the Loose Cannon thing? I see you post that today about Loose Cannon scared to come out his cell to go face the judge.
No, I mean, I'm trolling the nigga. He just refusing to go to court. But you only refuse to go to court for certain reasons. Either you stressed out.
He refused to go to court and he in jail.
He refusing to go to court. Either you stressed out or you don't want to run into somebody in the tank, my nigga.
What you think it is?
Listen, it's called Connect Team, and it's
Damu
insane.
Kiwe
I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore. And it works.
Bang that like button. Where the team at, man? Let's get active.
What you think it is? What?
You only refuse to go. I don't know. I think he's stressed out because I told you he called me.
Let's get active in the chat. The chat's where it's at.
Well, he snitched on
Castro
his brother.
Lopez, salute. What up, bro? Kurt Hoolam, salute. Jarvis Davis, salute. Bang that like button. Let's get the people up in here.
On that case right now.
Damn.
Right
you
now,
talking about the no jumper.
Yeah, you know, these dumb niggas. Then I heard Byron talking about Whack is number 4 on the attempted murder. I said, my nigga, y'all make it too easy for me. That's a civil complaint. Here go the criminal complaint right here. One of them in there with a $1.1 million bond. Is Gloss and Alfred Walker is who the DA nigga Alex Alonso was telling on before they even knew who it was.
That's what I was gonna ask you, Wax. So who said them niggas' names first? They try to credit you for saying their names first.
No, Alex did.
Hold on, Rick.
Alex was.
Hey, cold thing about it, right? That was the alley-oop. That's why he cut the other Oscar Meyer Mafia weirdo from the West Covina weirdo, right? The nigga Rich Dolla64, right? So Chuck like, wait, because after he asked the question, because he want Whack 100 to say something about Alex Alonso so he could clip it, knowing that that's going to be the content. See, right now they're running the content and the narratives that they want to spread. You know what I'm saying? They going in circles, but you can see when they get to my name, Whack hates the mention of my name. You know what I'm saying? It's like he sees everything he always wished he could be. But wait till you hear what Cheeseburger Chuck say. Let's get back to
Was telling on them niggas before they even knew. Bro, Alex reads the paperwork and says anybody was but Loose Cannon and Jones. Only people we knew up there. A month later, he's screaming out Alfred Walker's Gloss. Run, turn yourself in. They didn't serve the warrant until February 2026.
True.
They didn't even know. Bro, if the victim that filed the report didn't know the names, this nigga 2 months later on his show with Munchie B screaming them up names. The victim said he didn't know the names. You get what I'm saying? Niggas is playing dirty ball. But I don't know what his correlation is between what is he trying to say about me knowing Molly Marr, me knowing that. I know everything Molly Marr told the feds. He told me the day before
he said
went.
that basically he was trying to what I understood about it, right? He was saying that you know Molly Marr, you know Dill, so you.
I know all of them. I know all of them. I'm the one. Listen to me, bro. I'm the one told all you niggas who y'all didn't know who the fuck was who. Let's keep it real. When the exposers was reading the work on my stage, they read it. I said, okay, that's Dale. That's Monster. Keep reading. Who? Grammy nominated. Oh, that's Molly Marr. I'm telling y'all know shit.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
the one told y'all.
Yeah, you definitely.
Yeah, I'm the one telling y'all. I can look at the paperwork and see the fuck is who.
Yeah,
I know who was who. The security guard. I said, oh yeah, that security guard gonna cook him. He already reliable source. He told on the murder for hire.
Wow.
Already.
The security guard.
Right.
So he told on the murder for hire about 4 or 5 years ago.
You talking about the security guard?
Yeah. As they talking, I know who they talking about. The other nigga in there is Big U Artist. The nigga that he said, like, what's the nigga name? Something 5. The nigga that called called Airbnb to get the ring camera.
You know who you talking about, Rich?
That's the nigga just got the 5-10 million from the LAPD. He from the little group.
Zoo
OSV,
Life, what up?
Oh, I remember OSV for sure. Also, he just got like how much?
You gotta remember, I know all these people. They done been around me.
And that nigga, you saying that nigga cooperating too? from OSB?
Well, I'm gonna be real. He in the works. So I know the police. The police and definitely questioned him because they got him. The Airbnb owner told him that he called to try to get the ring camera footage.
Mm.
So you know, when again, this goes back to history. On here don't know just because you a Crip or a Blood or you from South Central, the fuck you think you from? If you ain't part of that bubble, nigga, you ain't part of that bubble. Marley Marl, $1 million nigga, you don't hang with little nigga.
Yeah.
That ain't what he do. Actually, all he ever tried to do for Big U is help him. Give.
Iceman Vet.
Beach here.
I talked to dog.
You want to use my mansion, you and your wife to stay, so you ain't got to pay for rooms at the whole casino here.
Mm-hmm.
So I know these niggas. It ain't on me that Byron Blake, you was a flunky mowing ass. When nigga, you ain't even from out here. So if Wack know him, Marley Marl don't even know Dale. He ain't never seen or talked to that man a day in his life. Ever. Marley Marl was, when this murder happened, Marley Marl was already
Facts, Droovy.
And sentenced. He was just waiting on the turn-in date.
So look, this is what I want to know too, though, Wack. So Marley Marl, like the shit Big U said in his recent motion, he was saying how he need to know, or he need to let the jury know how these people got further cases, or they these type of people, right?
He don't. Marley Marl already did his time, bro. He been out on parole then in 2 years. He already did his time.
But I'm saying though, did he say the things about Marley Marl that's in his case, or he said that shit in regard to shit that ain't in his case?
No, what ain't there is the illegal activity him and Dale Morrison does. He don't know this
allegedly, right?
Ain't no allegedly. He don't know this nigga.
Yeah.
You got to remember, Big U ain't thinking. He's not thinking about when Marley Marl was in jail versus when, well, he didn't even know when Marley got sentenced because Marley Marl cut Big U off 2019. He turned himself in. I drove the nigga to the Las Vegas airport to catch the flight to Portland, Oregon to turn himself in to Sheridan.
Are you LLC curious? Wondering, is it time to make my business
Banging
official?
the like button. Kid the barber, what up? We got the good people
The
in here.
nigga called me. He said, Wack, where you at? I'm at the house.
Kid
He
the
said,
barber,
bro,
what
come
up? We
get
got
me.
the good
Get you
people
what?
in here.
I got to turn myself. I said, I'm in Cali. He said,
Turn
bro, be
up.
at my house at 6 o'clock, bro.
Yeah, because that's what. Look, so when you say you went with him to turn himself in.
I just took him to the airport.
But look, did he do time or he was just going?
Yeah, he did time. He went and did 33 months.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. So he did 33 months, but what that nigga did, he was seeing some shit that's outside of that.
No, he ain't. We don't know what he's saying because Marley don't know Dale Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
So he put Marley and Dale at Marley Marl's house. He's saying you got rid of the camera footage because of what you and Dale got caught doing on the camera. And he like, I called Marley. He said, Wack. He said, who the fuck is Dale Morrison? Who was that? He don't know the nigga. He don't know who that is. And Marley was already sentenced. So he was already convicted. He was just waiting on the turn-in date. Like, I ain't never fucked the feds. When I was taking bro to turn himself in, he literally had his bed number, the address. He had everything where he was going. It was crazy. They emailed it to him. So, you know, he ain't tripping, but everything, Marley definitely sat down with him. He went to see his PO. They was waiting on him. He said, Wack, everything my security told him, I repeated. Because my security told him, he reported to his boss, which is me. His security gave all the statements of drawing down on him and the nigga Sylvester and all the shit. The security gave him all this shit. He already told him, I reported all this to my boss. So that's all I know. I've never seen that kid, don't know the kid, never seen the kid in my studio. I can't identify the kid was at my studio. The other people at the house did.
Good looking, bro.
Why Lucy and Break ain't doing no more interviews out of jail?
What?
Why
Luce doing interviews?
Brick ain't doing no more interviews at the jail.
Because he about to get sentenced.
Hey, hold on. I couldn't hear it.
He said, why Luce and Brick
ain't
not doing no interviews, but Luce is
He said, why who?
Luce
Luce
and Brick.
Go ahead, bro.
Luce and Brick ain't doing no more interviews no more. They was doing podcasts.
Well, Brick wasn't caught up in none of that. Like I told you, I've never seen Brick Baby a day in my life. I told that nigga, if you a 6'0", you wasn't out here because all the
Wackwood no 60 par rule
videos, all the concerts, and all the shit we threw. I ain't never seen a mother Brick Baby in my life. Period. Never. So Brick wasn't caught up in that. He got caught up by the paperwork later on, doing shit on phones and a robbery he did and guns and whatever the fuck he got caught up on. He wasn't around. I ain't never seen Brick Baby day in my life.
Hey, Wack, you know Brick Baby about to come home, right?
No, he not.
Come home like in a year.
Like, no, he not. That nigga Spooky Johnson and that.
Hey, bro, Chuck, respectfully, I don't play with niggas.
G-Mac, what up?
That shit ain't, I don't play with niggas these days, homie. And I know you ain't never did no time, but
but bro, the nigga, he look, he only got 5 years.
No, he didn't, bro. The nigga trying to appeal, they trying to get a nigga 150, they trying to get a nigga 9.5. What you talking about?
Yeah, he got to go back to court, but I believe that they're going to give him.
They shot that down, homie.
He said he accepted it.
They shot down the 5. Yeah, he was trying to accept it. They shot it down and offered him like 9.5. Like, you know, my people, they follow that shit play for play. But he got an open plea, so he fucked up. Nigga took an open plea, so they gonna do with him what they want to do with him.
Right. Bang that like button.
So Brick got some foul play in there. He got too much shit to even think he was getting 4 years. Way too much. AK-47s, 3-4 firearms, couple hundred rounds of ammunition, terrorist threats, shootouts in parking lots.
Yeah.
Nigga, you crazy.
How did they connect him with the RICO though? Because you were saying he's separate.
He's not on the RICO. Why y'all keep saying that?
That's what I'm saying though. Why they pick him up?
RICO Brick is not on the fucking RICO, bro. Like,
no, he talking about why they had his.
It don't even matter when you got picked up, nigga. He's not on the RICO. It ain't number 7 niggas on the RICO. Like, why niggas keep saying that?
Nah, because you just know they named has been broken.
7 niggas on the RICO. It ain't like I don't know. You never did some time, bro? You must have did no time. It's gonna say the United States versus
King
them niggas was on the RICO. They picked up 19 niggas. 7 people's on the RICO. 5 niggas too big.
Hey, bro, hey, successful. You there, bro? You don't gotta do time to know that shit is on there.
Yeah, Brick ain't on no fucking RICO. Why niggas keep saying that shit, bro? It's weird.
Why them niggas lying and said they was in the same cell? Like, that shit was weird.
I mean, because they lying.
Luce and Brick to talk about they in the same cell and shit.
I mean, they lying. Listen, they was entertaining the people. We knew they was lying. Y'all just believe the dumb shit. None of us believe none of that shit.
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums.
Yo, Rich Dollars, what's that word, bro?
Shit, I was looking at their paperwork and I could see what it looks like what the motion Big U was trying to say is that
you can't say it like that, bro. You can't say that. He getting desperate. Well, they just picked up the nigga he was trying to hide out. They just snatched him.
The Christopher guy.
They just got him. Look.
We over that clown.
Yeah, Christopher Arch. But it looks like what they're saying about witness 1 is that he's still trying to he's providing testimony to avoid pending charges or something. That's what Big
Well,
U.
he been doing that. Everybody, bro, he been doing that. that nigga got like 2 fan cases.
Hey, bro, it ain't no ball players. It ain't no millionaires that's coming to his defense to pay for his lawyers. God damn.
Hell no. Why would they do that?
It's some niggas gotta be legit that fuck with him on some legit business.
No, they don't. No, nobody fuck with dude voluntarily.
He said 60 brim.
They're not gonna do that.
And then I was looking at what they said about Monster. They were saying that he's not really even charged with a crime. So it looked like the government is suspending whatever crime they was charging him with pending his testimony.
Yeah, Monster had, we got his paperwork. He got picked up in 2020 shipping like a bunch of dope to Ohio.
Right?
Yeah, gang up. But he been out working the whole time. That's why when niggas like, Wack, you say you dealt with him, I say, listen, bro, I will walk down Snitch Alley and do business with all of them. Because I'm only going to do legal business.
Right.
And befriend all of them.
You can't come talking nothing weird to me. I'm going to get you the fuck away from me. I don't give a fuck what no nigga doing. I don't care what a nigga doing. If I pull up on you to conduct some business, it's legal business. You want to go tell them? Tell them.
Hey, Wack, how you feel about the nigga Duse M? I think he want to be you, but that's another little topic, right?
I ain't worried about that,
dude. Duse M, he's saying the same thing you saying to Byron Blake. That's crazy. I seen him do it a lot of times, though.
Byron don't know what he talk. He just be talking, bro. Like the nigga.
Did y'all hear this weirdo?
The paperwork.
Let's pause it right there. Let's back that up. Did y'all?
Byron don't know business. You want to go tell him? Tell him.
Hey, Wack, how you feel about the nigga Duse M? I think he want to be you, but that's another little topic, right?
I ain't worried about that,
dude. Duse M, he's saying the same thing you saying to Byron Blake. That's crazy. I seen him do it a lot of times, though.
Byron don't know what he talk. He just be talking, bro. Like the nigga said what he was saying. The paperwork clearly saying.
We not relitigating that. We already served Byron Blake his papers. He talk out of hand, and we just did another video for more clarification so that he can learn. You know, sometimes people get so arrogant they think they know everything and they don't. You could know in theory, but practical application is something totally different, right? But back to what we just heard, the Oscar Meyer Mafia. My bad. So you can know in theory, but practical application is something totally different. And that's just a problem that Byron Blake has, right? He's one of them dudes. He's very intelligent, highly intelligent, and articulate, but he thinks he knows it all. Instead of humbling himself, being a student of life, each one teach one, you're going to continue to learn. Your knowledge stops when you think you know it all. And you're not a lawyer. You're a lay litigator, bro. So with that, you shouldn't even have no ego with it, but that's really just insecurities. So back to the Oscar Meyer Mafia. Let me say this. We ain't even going to play no more of this video. Matter of fact, we finna stop sharing it, right? So this ain't about clout. This ain't about views. This definitely ain't about trying to be nobody else. Talking about Duse. I think Duse want to be Wack 100. Ain't that a bitch? This is about the truth. This is about respect. And this is about what happens when people try to control the narrative. And it slips out of their hands. Because right now, we are watching the narrative collapse in real time. Today, we talking about Wack 100, Big Chuck, Rich Dolla64, and what I call the Oscar Meyer Mafia. Yeah, I said it. Because these are the same individuals who sit in them clubhouse rooms day after day, running narratives on the Big U case. And now they reacting to the truth. So before I speak, I let them speak. We about to roll the clip, and I want y'all to really pay attention to what he said. Not just what they say, but what they accidentally admit. They admit that Duse M just echoed. He told Byron Blake the same thing. Did y'all hear that? They just said Big U was not charged with assault and whack 100. The same thing Duse M said. But wait, wasn't that the whole narrative? Wasn't that what Byron Blake was pushing? Wasn't that the same rooms allowed to circulate? All of a sudden, that wasn't actually a charge. Nah, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So let me slow this down for the audience, because this is how people get manipulated. There's a difference between being charged with something and something being talked about. And what they did was blur that line on purpose. Because if you say something enough, people start believing it. And that's not the truth. That's influence. And influence without integrity is manipulation. So here's where it gets interesting. While they're correcting the narrative, they bring up my name. They say, even Duse M's debunked that. So now I'm credible. Now I matter. Now my voice means something. But at the same time, you got Big Chuck saying Duse M's wishes he was you. Nah, we got to address that right now. Because now it's no longer about the case. It's about respect. Now it's about how you try to position another man in front of the world, and I don't let that slide. So let me take y'all somewhere real, because everything I just said, it ain't coming from ego. It's coming from experience. It's coming from pain, survival, and growth. Now, I didn't come from opportunity. I came from dysfunction, a drug-addicted, gang-banging father in and out of prison. My mom's a hustler, ran the big house, the biggest bookie joint, South Central. Abuse, chaos, no structure. That's where I come from. So what happens to a young kid in that environment? He adapts. I hit juvenile hall. I joined the gang, started living that life, not because it was cool, but because it was survival. I went to camp, caught cases. At one point, I tried to take another man's life. Another time, I robbed the bank. That path led me exactly where it was supposed to. Prison, federal time, CDCR. Years of my life gone forever. You can't get that back. And when you sit in a cell long enough, you start asking yourself questions. Not about the streets, not about reputation, about your life, about what you wasted, about what you could have been, and most importantly, about whether you're going to stay the same or change. And somewhere along that journey, I found something that I never had before. Stability. A woman, Maria, who stood by me. Her family accepted me. Before I became anything, they didn't judge me off my past. They saw something in me I hadn't even fully seen in myself. And then the Most High blessed me with a son on the way. That changed everything. So what matters now is my mama, who watched the homicide detectives break in her window looking for murder weapons. Now she look at me with pride. My sisters, who never see me free 5 years straight, now see me present. My nephews, nieces, my family. That's what I value. Not clubhouse rooms, not them hating ass niggas' opinion, the fake narratives. For 35 years, I put the game above everything, above my family, above myself, above my future, and I did it willingly because that's all I knew. But now, I know better. Now I'm evolving mentally, financially, physically, spiritually. That's the mission now, growth. So a message to the homies, respectfully. Those homies that didn't make it, I don't look at you with shame. I understand. You gave me what you could give me. You taught me survival. And you succeeded because I'm still here. But now, I got to do more than just survive. I got to thrive, bro. And to the ones who chose a different path, who accept things that go against everything that we stood for, that's your choice. But I can't stand next to that, bro. I won't stand next to that because that don't represent me, and that's not the proper representation of blood. So when I say we are not the same, Whack 100, understand that ain't disrespect. That's clarity. I'm not trying to be the loudest. I'm trying to be the example. And if my success leads thousands of homies to a better life, then everything I went through was worth it. Right? So while y'all debating, arguing, and chasing narrative, just understand this. Duse M already won. If you understand that, tap in, subscribe, share this. Because this ain't just content. This is truth. Damu Kiwe Conversations. So let me get to this real quick, right? Let me get to this content. First, we're going to interact with the good people. Bang that like button. You know what I'm saying? And bang that like button. And the Golden Knee Pad Award winner is Cheeseburger Chuck. The Yay area in Inglewood shot. Yay area. Inglewood. Larry Jameson, what up, bro? Yeah, press that like button. Hype me up, bro. Y'all gotta hype me up. Wag boy, that ADX USP and that 4-yard different from your thoughts. And you gonna have to take that shit, Guppy. He ain't walked that. Watch baby for life. Salute, what up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Raising the child and children while living in survival mode is a no bueno, bro. That's a fact, bro. Larry Jameson said, real, Duse M. Nah, bro, 100% real. That's the realest shit I could ever say. And these young niggas, if your G homies that really been through it ain't trying to teach you something to help you evolve, then that nigga don't really give two shits about you, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? He don't give two shits about you because there's no way he can give a fuck about you. Understand that there's cameras everywhere. Understand that you got informants all throughout, infiltrating every hood. And he want to send you on a bunko mission. He might be working. You know what I'm saying? He might be working. So let's go to this Cheeseburger Chuck talking about, oh, y'all. So let's go to Cheeseburger Chuck talking about Duse M's want to be like Whack 100. Let's debunk that now, right? Let's debunk that now.
But Nelly went bad on his later on for 6
Yeah. But that was some whole other shit. That you know, niggas.
Yeah, he went bad on. So you gotta understand, we talking 93, 94, right? Because I hit the pen 16. I was in Soledad on the yard. So me and Christopher, Fat Rat, you know what I'm saying? Like he was one of the youngest. I was just younger than him. I was a pup, wasn't supposed to be there, but my circumstances was a little different. So little man just came home, you know, from Six Deuce, right? So he had life. But I say that to say this, bro, is that I don't know what you done been through, bro. I know the things I've been through, and this is real shit. I've been on 22 years on this run. And the only difference between me being home 22 and me being home a year, 18 months, and going back and do another stretch, manning up and making my own decisions as a man. As long as I kept making decisions as a homie from the hood, I kept losing. You know what I'm saying? I kept losing, and every time I lost, there wasn't nothing there to support me. And that was cool because when I signed up for it, it didn't say that was going to happen. Looking at the streets today, they even worse than ever. Like Corey tell you, like, right. You know, the hustle was fucked up. Won't nobody help. Won't nobody do nothing. Corey told me some shit. This how fucked up it is. Corey tell me some shit last night on the phone, right? About New York and the marijuana business about to open up. So he tell me, whack niggas don't want to come together and out here in New York to let a nigga in, right? So what I did, he don't even know I did this. I got on the phone, made a few phone calls to some people I know, and found a storefront, and they know a few of them people that's in there that can do that. Corey don't even know I did this yet because I want to bring the politics together. Just because he told me as a homie what he trying to do, I reached that way into his backyard with my politics to help him get it done. See, you can't even find that nowhere on your block. So my strength comes with my politics of people everywhere, not just that hamster shit I was on. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to sit down with you and show you how, actually, I'm going to say it. I got a call, right? I got a call. Some people tell me, Wack, we want to route 6ix9ine on the European tour, right? Straight Kelvin, right? I said, okay, well, you know, that's my first time out with it. I don't know who you motherfuckers is, if y'all motherfuckers is who y'all say y'all is, right? So, you know, I tell you what, send me 100 game dates and then let me know you're real. 72 hours, they send me 100 game dates, humongous bag, boom, contract locked in, right? All right, well, I got game bag. Now y'all can route 6ix9ine. So I don't know if you come from where I come from, my nigga, but you know, it's how you move with it. You understand?
No, definitely.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So it's how you move with it.
Everything
and I will tell you this. I will tell you this. I'm not here to use the kid, and I'm gonna keep it real. I might catch some flack for saying this shit, right? I met that kid as Danny. I didn't meet that kid as 6ix9ine and 9 Trey Blood, right? I will say this. Within talking to Danny, right? I have nothing against his humor, his personality, and who he is as Danny. He don't talk blood shit to me. He don't talk street shit to me, gang shit to me. When dude gets on the phone with me, it's crazy because you don't hear 6ix9ine. It's a nothing dude. So over the last couple months, I'm not gonna front as a man, as a human being, right? I got a little respect for that man, who he is as daddy. I watch him take his kids to school, and he, you know, he's always doing this with his family. And you know, Wack, I'm on my way to church, so I see, you know, the kid is doing whatever he's doing to refine his life. What he did on that block, right, is totally dishonorable on that block. But like I said, I blame the block because the kid shouldn't have been on the block, even know what the fuck was going on the block. That's just me, personally. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you this. I will tell you this. As if with Corey, me and Corey started off beefing, nigga. That nigga was trying to cut my head, my ears, pull my eyeballs out for no reason, right? Like this how me and this nigga started off, right?
Yeah,
He probably was mad as a motherfucker because when I get on the phone with him, the nigga has so much vengeance and rage. He like, what? Nigga, you supposed to be a homie and this shit keep happening on the West Coast and whoop-de-whoop and we just lost Pop and nigga.
Keep banging that like button. Let's go. Share, tell a friend.
Niggas is telling me that he was around you. I say, cool.
I hate when my thing do that, bro.
Corey, all you gotta do is Google game European tour. I've been out the country for 33 days, bro. I'm in Germany. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. The nigga gets so quiet. I understand the feeling of a street nigga who got information from the streets and it went out another nigga and it's totally wrong, right? I FaceTime a nigga. I said, it's daytime where you at, right, Corey? Watch this. I'm 12 hours ahead of you. It's nighttime where I'm at, my nigga. You see the language on that wall? That's German. I'm not even in the United States to know what the fuck is going on. Now, if you would like me to reach out, my brother, to see what's going on as a homie, I do that. That's right? So what I'm saying, over time with me and this nigga speaking back and forth, arguing back and forth, I've grown to know him and respect his character as a man first and foremost. He just happened to be a homie, just like Rob a Crip. I just like his character. So I fuck with it. Rob know he can pull up on me, go to sleep at my spot, ain't nothing gonna happen because that's just me, because I'm not a, bro, I tell all my youth, bro, I don't want no other nigga gang banging. Nigga, go to the military, go to the police academy, go do what it is that you need to do for you and yours, my nigga, because that's the only way we gonna get ahead. We ain't got ahead doing it the street way. All we got is a bunch of stories of who our uncles used to be, how much dope they used to sell, and how much time they got right now, or how long they been in the grave today. That's all we got. So at some point in time, somebody got to set a motherfucking example. Look, bro, set that aside from that. Don't mix that with that, and go handle your business as a man. It's real shit. We all get that gang name all our life, but when the fuck you gonna give that birth name a shot? See that gang name, Wack? I gave that name years. When I started giving Cash Jones a shot at moving, how he's supposed to move as a man, I started winning, bro.
Hey, Wack. I told you I'm Eminem for Brim, right? But when I introduce myself, what does my PTR say? Lamonte, right? Because that's where I'm at. Like, I understand everything you did. I understand your genius, your marketing is so ingenious. I understand everything, your business. But at some point, and I understand everything with the game, it's fucked up. We know this what we signed up for, what? And you're right, at some point as a man, you got to stand on your own. But you don't compromise your integrity to do that.
This is what I'm saying, right? Hey, bro, listen to Lamonte, this real shit. Exactly. My first $1 million, right? I swear to God, my first $1 million in life, I spent.
And so this is the first time I ever met Wack 100, and I'm pressing him about the Tekashi 6ix9ine shit. And after the animosity and aggression, it ended up he wanted to pick my mind. He's trying to manipulate me to seeing things through his vision. And I'm standing on principle. I'm standing on integrity. And I'm telling him, yeah, I understand all that. We know what we signed up for, Wack, but you don't compromise your integrity. You got to stand on your own, too. You got to evolve, but you don't compromise your integrity. This is what I've been on from the beginning. We almost at the end of this clip. Bang that like button if you're just getting in here, right?
Fighting cases, burying niggas, making our street investments, taking wins and losses. This real shit, right? My first $1 million in my life. My first $1 million I received in a wire came from a gay Jewish guy. So was I supposed to say, nah, nigga, I'm Wack from Powerful, I'm gangster. I can't receive that wire and do that business, nigga. Fuck that. Well, I'm just trying to, because our rules say we ain't supposed to deal with homosexuals, right? We're not supposed to we're not supposed to bro, listen, I'm telling you this, and I want you to hear this shit. And I hopefully one day you won't hear my voice ringing out in your mind when you're in a bad situation. Monte, look, bro, you sound like you very intelligent. You a stand-up nigga, and you got what it takes to move the way you want to move. Everybody can't do that. Some niggas take orders and get told what to do, and that's just their destiny. Yeah. Some niggas is the wolf, my nigga. And if you watch all these gangster movies that we fucking praise, every last one of these motherfuckers made up their own rules when they wanted to. They sick the police on their enemies. This is crazy how niggas like, it's real shit.
They sick the police on their enemies. He was telling me at that point, projected how he moved, bro. This is all within his, bro, this is why he said he'll walk down Snitch Alley. Because while we look at these snitches as pieces of shit, don't want to be around them, etc., he looks at them and says they're weapons. I could befriend them. Nobody wants to fuck with them. They gotta fuck with a nigga like me. They'll love to fuck with a nigga like me. And I'm gonna sick them on my enemies. I'm gonna put them to work. We gonna do business. But we almost finished with this clip.
Yo, we gonna, our police on payroll, yo, go over there and arrest them niggas. They running this shit over here. Every last one of these movies, these gangster movies, did it how they wanted to do it when they wanted to do it. Why? Because they was the powers to be. Lamonte. Say real shit. I don't know what you got going on in your life. My nigga, give that birth name a chance. That mind that was being molded in school, that motherfucker, let that right and wrong start guiding you, brother. And I guarantee you'll start winning. And if it's anything, right, any bridge or wall you run into that you think the nigga Cash Jones, a.k.a. Wack, the Damu, that's associated with that same flag you got to help you with, then reach out to me. And I help you get over around that motherfucker, under that motherfucker. Corey will tell you.
If there's any, I didn't ask this nigga to fuck with me. I'm telling him about dealing with 6ix9ine. Let me make sure. I didn't ask this nigga to fuck with me. I'm on this nigga about his misrepresentation of the beat. I'm on this nigga about fucking with 6ix9ine. His whole rationale. Because that's not how the Damus get in. The nigga Corey and War Brim was supposed to be on here on the same thing with me, but they got up there and panties got wet once Wack give them some kind of validation. Nigga, you don't let a buster like that validate you. As a man, you supposed to already validate it and know your capabilities. You know what I'm saying? But if there's anything that Cash Jones, the nigga with the nigga that associated with that same flag you wear, he trying to play me with the blood shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how he cutting into a nigga. If there's anything I could do, just let me know, and we gonna go through the wall, around that motherfucker, whatever we gotta do, and get that motherfucker done. He's offering me his resources. He's offering me his network. At the time, I'm not knowing he beefing with Big U, but this nigga's playing chess. The Brims and the 6-0s is arch nemesis. He's beefing with Big U. Now he got some niggas that don't give two shits about no 6-0s. A hood that don't give a fuck about no Crips. And he gonna utilize that and exploit it for his advantage. You know what I'm saying? Reg Dog, salute. Iceman Vamp, Wack had visions of him and Duse riding together in a squad car. Hey, Iceman Vamp. Now, he would never be in the squad car. He was going to have me in the squad car. And the crazy thing, I'm so loyal. If we would have went out, I would have crashed, the homies would have crashed, and he would have left us for dead in that motherfucking system. Didn't nobody tell that nut-ass nigga to do that shit. I ain't got bail for no motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? But when he offered me all of that, what Chuck is, that nigga was trying to live vicariously through M-Rock. Hey, that's a fact. Because M-Rock bust him in his shit. So my reaction to him offering me the world and the cold thing, he telling M-Rock, man, I'm trying to fuck with Duse M. If I call M-Rock Murder Rock right now, nigga, and ask that nigga, was that nigga telling him, man, I'm trying to fuck with Duse M once he ran the mate? You know what I'm saying? That's when he was still trying to get other B team members to help validate his random hood story. Yeah, we not going to do that. You 100% right, bro. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. He asked me for all of that. Chuck, you said I'm trying to be like him. I don't even fuck with niggas like him. I don't do business with niggas like him. This was when he told me he gonna give me his number and he offered me the world. I said, I'm not on no bullshit with you, but I don't want to deal with you. I'm on something else. That's the first message I've ever sent this nigga. Back channel on Clubhouse. I'm not on no bullshit with you. Basically, nigga, I'm not trying to come gun your ass down, or I'm not pressing the line on you about that shit. We had the conversation. You gonna do what you gonna do. That's 2P's business. I'm not gonna put it on my shoulders. But I don't want to deal with you. I'm on something else. That sound like a nigga that's thirsty to y'all? That sound like a nigga that want to be whack 100 to y'all? The Oscar Meyer Mafia Golden Knee Pad Award goes to Cheeseburger Chuck the 3rd year straight. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I get at him. Oh, I didn't get to finish. I gotta read some more, right? I gotta read some more. This is nasty work. Let me let y'all know what's going on. This is some real fact stupefying. Throwing some in the chat for old knee pad Chuck. The Golden Knee Pad Award for old knee pad Chuck. So look, so after I tell him that, a couple days later, the nigga come back at 5:10 in the morning. Imagine this nigga whack 100 texting you at 5:10 in the morning. My nigga, you telling people you checked me? How and when did that happen? You speak humble, but I see now you're a fan, right? That's the content I just put out. Look, we're not about to relitigate that issue. The interview is on the net. Niggas gonna get what they want to get from that. As far as a fan, I respect your business hand, but on some G shit, I sat at the table with real ones. Lil Killer Jets, Brimbone, Catnip, New, Fat Rat, Lil Bebop, Jimbo, Spook. You sit at the table with Tekashi 6ix9ine. So I'm far from a fan. You understand what I'm saying? From the get-go, nigga. Fuck y'all niggas talking about a nigga want to be whack 100, nigga. Is you crazy, nigga? Nigga, I sat at the table with Lil Killer Jess Low, BIP, my road dog, Jesse Jones, nigga. From the set, we was Sellies and TS. Nigga, Brimbone, my Ace Boom Coon, since 9 or 10 years old, bro. Gangsters, Big Jimbo, Nuke the Duke, the Super Fruit, Catnip, Angel. Nigga, you sit at the table with niggas like Tekashi 6ix9ine, the nigga Snow Billy, Dale Morrison, Molly Mall, Big Snow, Rico the Rat Rose, the Crip Cop, Loose Cannon. Nigga, we ain't the motherfucking same, nigga. Is you crazy? That's the difference. I'm the type of nigga that stand on morals, that stand on principles. He the type of nigga that don't stand on nothing. Anything for the dollar. A prostitute. So, Cheeseburger Chuck talking about, I want to be whack 100. You got to be out your rabbit ass mind. If you don't take them golden knee pads off, with that nigga talking about, with all due respect, with all due respect, what he proclaimed to be, he then went to camp. I went to 3 camps. He said he went to YA. I went to YA. Was a stone cold rider. Ask anybody who's been there. Shit, they be putting it on in the comments on social media. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember this nigga in YA. His name wasn't ringing. But on the street, fuck jail. Some niggas go to jail and be jailhouse tough because they can fade. This is on Flame Cherry Chuck's LA County line 08. Y'all see who that is? This is in South Central LA. It's a difference in the 1990s. Riding around with the plaque say LA Brims forever and a day through South Central Los Angeles in 1995. In 1995, red chucks, red strings, khakis, red t-shirt, a little bitty ass chain with the braids hanging and the Boston fitted twisted to the back. C blank Eminem, Westside Fruittown Brim. It's a different type of circle. It's a different type of respect. While you were perpetrating a fraud trying to be that, I really lived that. You say you was C blank whack. Nigga, you was Lil Whack and your brother Wacko, Zach that got it, his wig split back that you didn't even ride for. He wasn't even a gangbanger. He got money. He was from Pacoima. They say he wasn't even a gangbanger, bro. So I'm going to take y'all back to the fraud. Y'all see me, right? Y'all see all my paperwork. And we're going to go to C blank whack. Right? Let's get to that. Let's get to that. My God. Let's get to the content.
Yes. Connect your business to...
Okay, so you caught a couple of juvenile cases along the way.
Attempted murders, you know, like all my whole record was violence.
In there, you just really don't understand how that inner city.
We don't fuck with, listen, dog, listen, the only police we fuck with is the crooked police, there's Power Rules and Crips, there's gang members that niggas don't know they gang members. We fuck with them police, them the homies.
Yeah.
They do everything we need them to do. And it's a lot of them out here, you know, they pull a nigga over and taking what we need to take. Them the police we fuck with. So we fuck with police.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Porky has really outdone himself this time. Reggie Wright and John, over at Bomb First, tried to help him. But somehow he still managed to throw himself under the bus. Just like every other time, we've caught Porky in another lie. And this time, it's serious. Today, we're about to prove that he really did go to jail. He really was picked up and brought in for questioning. Now, if you know Porky like we do, then you already know.
No get back for the
he lies so much. We can't just focus on just this one. Before we even get into the jail story, we have to touch on some of the other lies he's told recently. I won't take too long on it, but let's go back to that story he told about being CK Wack and how that persona supposedly came to life in Soledad.
And I went to reception, and they put me in cell with a G homie named Baby Wayne from Village Town Peru. And I think at that point is when my penitentiary training started. You know, because he had been to prison 2-3 times. The good thing about Baby Wayne was a knockout artist. And when you were a young Peru in the cell with a G homie, you're gonna fight at least 3-4 times a week just because. So, you know, he kind of got me stronger with my push-up game, my physical game, and he made me squabbling him every day, almost. So by the time I left there, I hit Soledad. So by the time I left there, I hit Soledad. And Soledad was really, that was the birth. That was the birth of CK Wack.
In jail. Ain't that a bitch?
CK stands for Crip Killing. See, I was Lil Wack. From there, I went to CK Wack.
According to Porky, he left Delano State Prison and was transferred to Soledad. And that's where the name CK Wack was born. The only problem with that is that in a separate interview from 8 years ago, Porky said he went straight to Soledad when he first hit the penitentiary at 16 years old.
Where the trucking business came from, you know, I went to the pen assignment. As you know, I was the first juvenile to actually go to California State Penitentiary at 16. Now youth authority, I already ran through that. So at 16, I'm in Soledad. I'm in Soledad State Penitentiary. So from 16 to 22, I run through like 7 different prisons.
You're 19 years old when you get out?
Yeah, I'm like 19. I do probably like 2.5, 3 years of solitary confinement time, you know.
Porky just claimed he was the first minor in the California prison system, being sent to Soledad at just 16 years old. But now, listen to this old interview with Vlad. In this one, Porky clearly says he went to Delano at 16, and that Delano was his first prison. So, which one is it? Soledad or Delano?
The prison bus came to Central Juvenile Hall, pulled into Central Juvenile Hall when they left LA County Jail and picked me up from Central Juvenile Hall and took me straight to Delano State Penitentiary.
Now you see right here, look, let me show you. The first one, it was admitted offender with new AOJ. That's adult offender juvenile. Okay.
So this is your first entrance into the system.
That's your first entrance into the system. He went to North Kern State Prison, NKSP. Now you can see he likes to play games. So you got to understand, North Kern State Prison is Delano, okay? That's old Delano. They have a new Delano, which is a level 4, okay?
The prison bus came to Central Juvenile Hall, pulled into Central Juvenile Hall when they left LA County Jail and picked me up from Central Juvenile Hall and took me straight to Delano State Penitentiary.
He'll try to say, I went to Delano to make you think he'd been a higher level than he'd been. He was at reception, right? Then the next prison he went to was SATF, Substance Abuse Treatment Facility, which is the level 2, okay?
That nigga Sally was funky rolling him.
That's where he paroled from.
I thought Porky said he was 16 years old at Soledad. I thought he said he went to Soledad after he left Delano. See all the lies you have to sift through when dealing with this guy?
He didn't go to 9 prisons like he alleges, okay? He got paroled. If you see, he got to prison on 131.95. He paroled 4/1/98. He got paroled. If you see, he got there. He got to prison on 131.95. He paroled 4/1/98. Okay? 95 to 98 is 3 years. I don't give a fuck what kind of arithmetic you try to use with it.
Porky got to Delano in 1995 when he was 18 years old. He paroled in 1998 at 21. That timeline makes one thing crystal clear. It was impossible for him to be at Soledad at 16. If Porky never went to Soledad, then there was never a birth of C.K. Wack. The whole story was built on a lie. Just another chapter in Porky's book of fiction.
Okay? But this is the kind of fraudulent dude that is out here on this internet trying to, you know what I'm saying, pretend to be somebody and something that he's not. You see what I'm saying? Go to the next one. It say return from parole, re-entry 3, which means the county jail. He never went back to the prison. You see what I'm saying? He was in the county jail from 6/2 to 7/25 of 98. Okay? He returned to parole. Then 3 days after Christmas in 1998, same year, he got another violation, return from parole, re-entry 3. He went to the county jail. You see what I'm saying? He was returned to parole. Then he discharged on 2/25/2002 from Region 3. Discharged from sentence. Okay? All that talk about he was in there for all this shooting and attempted murders and all of this shit, this motherfucker got one charge of 245 PC A2, okay, which is assault with a firearm, okay?
So as you just saw, Porky never set foot in Soledad. So all that talk about Soledad was just another lie. There was never a birth of C.K. Wack. That entire story was completely fabricated. Then there's the claim about spending 2 to 3 years in solitary confinement. Lie. Being the first minor in the California prison system. Lie. Being 16 years old at Soledad. Lie. That's 5 lies in one story. Back to back. But this is what Porky does. Now let me show you guys how Porky fell on his own sword. You won't find this next clip on YouTube anymore, because Porky had Cheeseburger Chuck take it down.
Hey, Big Chuck, we just want to talk about when he gonna bring the audio from being talking to them people. We want to know what he said. We could clear all this up.
Who's that, Chuck? That's Deuce. Yo, I just PCK always talking to me. We in the streets. We in I got nothing to talk about this. Every time he does this, it's a PC move.
Always notice how Porky reacts when Deuce questions him. He can't stand it. He cuts him off, yells over him, or accuses him of PCing for talking to him on a social platform. But when it comes to DZ from SBGB TV, it's a whole different story. Porky gives him content and plays along.
Oh, what's up, homie?
Okay, yeah, as long as it's Wack on here, because if it's somebody else, we're not doing that.
Hey, listen, we're not doing that. Listen to me. Hey, listen to me. This real shit, right? We always know what we're doing, right? We always know what we're doing. And believe it or not, right? We are the most supported people of our people on the internet, right? It's a lot we can do. Remember, I'm an industry guy. I'm tied in the labels. I'm tied in the YouTube, right? So what I'm telling you, brother, is like, I called in to you intentionally because I saw you was building. I didn't have to do that. People pay me to do that. I did it. I said, let me call in and give them the content. We always know what we're doing. And I'm saying that to say this. At some point, bro, you run your content, but you gotta have some type of reserve when you're running it. Because remember, it's our content.
It's our content.
And then, okay, so doing these type of things, right? There's certain things that, especially when it comes to me as a public figure, right? I own me. You right? I haven't given you a verbal or signed anything, right? So what I'm saying is, as a brother, when I'm talking to as a brother, fuck to people. When a brother is calling in to help you, because I'm giving you notice the content I gave you, you've been able to chop that shit up and run with it for about a month now, a couple weeks. Boom, a month. Right? At least, right? But it gotta come to some point, bro, to where it's just not like an attack thing. Because then at that point in time, listen to me, you as a brother, I'm a businessman, right? At that point in time, us from friend to foe. I called in as a friend, no matter what our back and forth was. I chose to stay on the phone. I know, I've been doing this social media shit forever. I know what I'm doing. If I don't fuck with
Bang
you,
that like button, share, let's go. We going up.
I won't even utter your name. If you see a lot of people, I ignore them. I won't say their name, because the minute I say something to them, I have a conversation with them, it helps still. You get what I'm saying? I know that. I know what I'm doing. If I don't fuck with you, I'll never say a word to you. I won't even utter your name. If you see a lot of people, I ignore them. I won't say their name, because the minute I say something to them, I have a conversation with them, it helps still. You get what I'm saying? I know that. So I'm telling you, brother to brother, run your content.
So why he have a word with SBGV TV?
Gave you content.
I gave you content.
Me and you have nothing to talk about. It's established. Chuck, this is what you call a PC move. Bro, stop talking. Why you keep warning the people? Leave our shit in the street. Listen, every time you do this, you saying fuck your neighborhood because you on some PC shit. It's in the street, bro. Leave it where it's at. Me and you don't talk like this. We leave it in the street, in the darkness. Why this everywhere?
You're not in the street, bro.
Screaming.
You're not in the street. Stop it. I just left LA. You ain't in the power rules. You ain't in Gonzalez. You don't hang in the parts in the garages. Remember? Weird ass niggas. Stop faking. Yeah, stop faking.
Stop faking.
You making Fruitown Brim look bad right now.
You really made Pacoima Paru look bad.
For the 30s, bro.
Fruitown Brims, y'all know when it's street business and it's up to the disrespect level of me and him.
504 Street Chronicles, what up, bro?
I'm gonna mute up, Chuck.
Y'all gonna subscribe to the bro.
I'll holler at you.
Well,
I'll stay here till when he done.
Well, I didn't say nothing about me and you. I asked you about the statement that you made. If you waive your Miranda rights, that means that there's a statement in audio. You need to go get that and prove you ain't CS2 back. That got nothing to do with me and you. That's you trying to clear your name. Don't bring the police. The police can't vouch to say that you not working with the police.
You got Fruitown Brim looking bad right now, bro. We in the streets. You got, bro, stop PCing. Don't talk to me on no open platform. You got Fruitown Brim looking bad. It's real gangsters over there. Why you doing PC ass shit? I'm gonna mute up again, bro.
What's that got to do with your paperwork? Bring the paperwork and the statement that you made to the task force and the FBI on the Main Street case and the Tupac and Biggie murder and clear your name. You say that the truth can never be considered disrespectful.
Hey, Chuck, you know what would be funny, right? This would be funny. I'm talking.
What up, Fantasy Baby?
When people say dumbass shit, it makes them look dumb. Chuck, I was in the penitentiary from 1993 to 1999. When was Tupac and Biggie killed, Chuck?
He lying there.
6, right?
That nigga didn't do those 6 years. Right?
I mute up, but I gave a statement on him. I mute up.
Let's make sure Wack knows that he ain't fooling nobody. Hey, Wack, the Tupac and Biggie murder are still unsolved. That means it's still being investigated right now. We can show plenty of people who were in jail during the time of the murders, who gave statements about the murder. You ever heard of a jailhouse informant? You ever heard about Kenneth Bo Agnew? What about Waymond Anderson? Marion Knight and Studderbox were both suspects in the murder, and you were around both of them during the time investigations were taking place. So you could have very easily been giving the police information you obtained while being around them.
I say you gave a statement to the task force that was investigating that, Greg Cadence, and then the other officer that said you was arrested.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Chuck, if I'm in the penitentiary from 1993 to 1999, what the fuck could I give a statement on, Chuck?
Listen, bro, you admitted that Greg Cadence, that you went to
the 64. You down Brim looking bad. You are saying some of the dumbest shit.
With Death Row, though, like in 92.
2001. 2001.
Okay. That nigga was so quick that
This guy, he don't know because he wasn't around. Stop making the Brims look bad, bro. Leave our shit in the street. It's already up. Chill out. Leave it in Madison, Wisconsin. You in Madison, Wisconsin. Stop talking to me, bro. Why are you talking to me when it's on? You're doing a PC move.
The truth hurts. All we're talking about is your paperwork. Stop spinning, stop deflecting. When is you going to bring
you to provide the paperwork?
From the 60s?
I don't have no paperwork. I don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, question nothing. I don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, question nothing. I don't have paperwork.
y'all know that's a lie, right?
Wack just claimed he has no paperwork.
He said he was never arrested or questioned. He told us he went to the upper room, the conference room, on the 64th floor of FBI headquarters. Greg Cadence, I could show you that right now, confirmed that he spoke with Wack 100 on the 64th floor when he brought him to Clubhouse. He also said that he met with Wack 100 and Wack 100's lawyer at Wack 100's lawyer's office. Wack not only talked to him once, he talked to him twice. So I'm trying to understand why Chuck would think someone would want to be Wack 100.
Because he was never arrested or even questioned. But you guys heard it straight from former Los Angeles Sheriff Michael Cowett. The only person who got arrested was Porky. Reggie and John deleted the clip, so don't bother looking for it on YouTube. Porky swore up and down that he was never brought in for questioning. Remember that.
It's so you to provide the paperwork. CK Watt, Lil Watt, Wack 100,
or the Wack boy, or the Wack
Put that on Fruit Down Brim. Look,
or the Wack boy.
Put that on Fruit Down Brim. Put that on Fruit Down Brim.
Yes,
I know.
On Fruit Down Brim.
Put that on Fruit Down Brim.
Two back. On Fruit
your dead homie.
You CS2 back, aka the
I'm gonna go get to work.
All right, guys. Now that we've heard all
y'all
that,
see me hit my brimming right there. You know what I'm
never
saying?
arrested or questioned.
Y'all see me hit
Let
my
me show you how he
brimming.
actually threw himself under the bus. But before we get to that, I need to show you how Bomb first cut out another one of Detective Michael Cowett's key statements.
Yeah, got it down pat, Juvie.
Do you know how she even came to play in the
Damu Kiwe Conversations.
information?
Not fully. To the best of my ability, from what I understand, a lot of people were under surveillance, including Reggie Wright, and that they, somehow got some information on Teresa Swan, who was one of Suge's mothers to one of his kids, and that they basically wrote up a false confession letter and presented that to her to get her reaction, and then that pretty much prompted the confession. Am I accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
So,
did y'all catch that? The scene just skipped like something was cut out. Let me run it back real quick so you can see it again.
Accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
So, Paul Fournier, myself, and Jeff Bennett.
We already know Baum first removed the clip of Michael Cowett, clearly saying the only arrest made was Cash Jones. They also cut out another crucial part of Cowett's interview. And guess who exposed it? None other than Porky Chops himself. In a sloppy move to distance himself from the CS two-back allegations, Porky secretly recorded a conversation with Studdabox, then ran to Clubhouse to play it. But while trying to clear his name, he ended up airing out a segment from Baum first. The exact part Reggie and John edited out to protect him.
Now, this next clip gonna make even more sense to y'all, right? You heard him say, I told the police, if y'all looking at Wack for doing anything illegal with them trucks, he ain't, which is a lie because ain't no way they gonna spend $300,000-$400,000
Waxel Foley,
watching my
nigga.
trucks if a nigga tell them that, right? Play the next clip.
Play that clip.
Are you talking about Teresa Swan?
Yes.
Teresa Swan was. Do you know how she even came to play in the information?
Not fully. To the best of my ability, from what I understand, a lot of people were under surveillance, including Reggie Wright, and that they, somehow got some information on Teresa Swan, who was one of Suge's mothers to one of his kids, and that they basically wrote up a false confession letter and presented that to her to get her reaction.
So they got some information on Suge's baby mama, because he asking the Detective Michael Coet, the sheriff who was a part of the joint task force team, the people who actually arrested Wack 100, allegedly. This is what he said, right? He tells John from Bomb First, well, do you know how we got to Tanisha Swan? And he said, well, you got some information. He didn't say who or where they got the information from, but somebody gave information that led to Tanisha Swan. And y'all finna find out who gave that information. Her house was raided. They found the gun, allegedly. They found the gun. Her brother had just did a stretch. He was on parole staying with her. And so he wouldn't go to jail. She pointed the finger at Suge Knight in the murder, and Poochie in the murder of Tupac and the murder of Biggie Smalls. Let's go.
And then that pretty much prompted the confession. Am I accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
So
accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
How Teresa Swan came into play here is originally we were following some guy around in the Antelope Valley, and Greg had thought that this guy was going to be able to get us to Suge because he had some relationship with a not so famous rapper at the time, and he somehow thought this guy was going to get him into Suge. So we chased this guy around in the Antelope Valley for several months.
Antelope Valley, Wack 100.
And really nothing came of it. The guy, he eventually was brought in for questioning, and he eventually was brought in for questioning. And
I don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, questioned, nothing.
He eventually was brought in for questioning. And
there Porky goes falling on his own sword again. Porky said he wasn't arrested. Detective Cowett said he was arrested. Porky said he never was questioned, and Detective Cowett said he was brought in for questioning. Both of these clips have been deleted by Bomb First, but thanks to good old Porky, we were able to get our hands on this one. Also, don't overlook this key detail. The only reason Detective Cowett is even bringing up Porky in this part of the interview is because he's explaining to John how they ended up zeroing in on Teresa Swan. To tell that story, he had to start with Porky specifically, how they were following him around the Antelope Valley. Now, for those who don't know, Teresa Swan is the mother of one of Marion Knight's kids. And she's the person who gave Greg Kading the final missing pieces to the whole Poochie killed Biggie narrative tied to Marion Knight. So the real question becomes, what does Porky being brought in for questioning have to do with Teresa Swan? Because if Cowett had to start with Porky to get to her, that connection might be deeper than Porky wants us to know.
Fact.
So Paul Fournier, myself, and Jeff Bennett decided that we should probably go after somebody that Suge was close to in the 90s, thinking that, because we were hearing the same things too, that Poochie or Del Faust was responsible. So we, the three of us, Jeff Bennett, Paul Fournier, and I, started looking into what Teresa Swan was doing as far as criminal activity at the time present during the task force era. And we had discovered that she was flipping cars or something, high-end cars with fraudulent names. And we had discovered that she was flipping cars or something, high-end cars with fraudulent names.
Say like you may take a load of BMWs down to San Diego, right? Boom. It's like 200 miles. Pay my driver like $1,100. Then you'll pick up a load of Porsches from San Diego, let's just say going to San Francisco.
And we had discovered that she was flipping cars or something, high-end cars with fraudulent names. So we got our commercial crimes bureau involved with it and had them look into exactly what she was doing. And at the same time, we brought a district attorney on board from LA County to
about the car,
let her know what our end goal was. And that was, in the event Teresa Swan had good information and could connect Suge to Teresa Swan and to Poochie, that we would want to give her some kind of consideration in the case. And the district attorney was on board. So when we eventually arrested her and brought her in for questioning,
According to Detective Cowett, Teresa Swan was arrested and brought in for questioning, just like he said Porky was. Now think about everybody whose name was changed in Greg Kading's movie. Think about the fact that Teresa Swan's real name is Tammy Hawkins.
It was very clear that she was more than willing to talk and was, I believe, being truthful with how the murder of Biggie happened and how it was paid for through the monies of Suge. So, and then Greg came on board and started with some of the stuff, and they ended up doing a in-camera interview with her to lock in her interview. So I'm not sure I recall the letter with the false statement that you're referring to or not. I was just in with her on the initial arrest and interview process.
Okay. And the individual that you guys were following that you were talking about previously, just to confirm, that was WAC 100, to my knowledge?
It was what?
A guy named WAC 100 that you guys were following initially to try to get to Suge, and then you realized that he really wasn't going to get you there in Antelope Valley?
I think that's who it is. I don't recall that name, but yeah, they got. To me, it was a waste of time chasing that guy for as long as we did.
Yeah. I think his government name is Cash Jones.
Yes.
But,
yep. There you go. Yes.
Okay.
Goddamn kid, I can't stand
Did you know
all
that
three
with
of them
Walmart Express
together.
delivery, prescriptions come in as fast as an hour?
Mike B over there stressing out about them, all them kids. So Wack gets down and gives them Tanisha Swan, and Tanisha Swan give it. So they're moving. The trucker is moving cars from National City by San Diego up the West Coast. But these cars are high-end cars. He showed the clip of him talking about it there. Porsches, BMW, they're high-end cars. He's telling you how he's getting the money, but what he wasn't telling you was that Tanisha Swan was the plug with the tag cars and the registration with the DMV. So they got to Tanisha Swan for doing this and found a pistol in her house because of this nigga. Cold game. So Cheeseburger Chuck just texted me, DM me, I guess they on Clubhouse, He talking about dollar brim, your steel, or something talking about dollar brim. Listen, bro, you said that I want to be McFuckboy, right? And to be honest, Wack has had success over the years. His time came and it went. My star is just rising. I want y'all to watch this. And y'all gonna know what it is. And we're gonna get up out of here. Give me 20 minutes. It might change your life. Welcome to Hip Hop Planets. I'm the founder of Hip Hop Planets, Lamonte. Duse M Senior. I'm also CEO of Active Chucks Entertainment. Share. Independent hit that like button. Who's been functioning successfully for over 20 years. So I want y'all to imagine logging into a world where culture isn't just consumed, it's owned. Welcome to Hip Hop Planets. So in front of you, what you're seeing, a universe built around creativity, ownership, and real economic power. In front of you, there are three worlds: Akabulian, Club Noir, and the intergalactic supermall. The problem is that millennial artists are losing $427 million unclaimed money to black box moments due to broken systems, metadata errors, and incomplete registration. You got lost passwords, make it hard to access some of these DSPs and websites, to do it, old emails that you lost your login to, so you can't access your email. The culture generates billions, but artists are getting paid pennies, right? But here at Hip Hop Planet, we don't just participate in the economy. We own it. So let me take you to Akabulian. That's where we're going to start first. You begin in Akabulian, the command center, the International Hip Hop Space Station. This is where creators finally take control. You upload your music, and instantly, everything is handled. Copyright registration, done. ISRC UPC assignment, done. With your metadata, your company, you own it. Publishing, connected. Registered with ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC. Registration with the MLC, Sound Exchange, and Song Trust. Tracked through Luminate, formerly known as the Broadcast Data System. No more platforms with 10 logins missing their money. One profile, one wallet. Every dollar that you earn is tracked in real time. This is our first revenue engine, $100 per creator registration, and a 15% administration fee on royalties collected. Recurring revenue tied directly to creator success. We also generate revenue through distribution, publishing administration, and catalog management. This makes Hip Hop Planets a long-term financial partner and not just a platform. Then you teleport from Akabulian to Club Noir, entry. You transition into where the energy shifts. The bass hits. You're no longer watching. You're inside of the experience. Don't scroll the culture. Live in it. So
ChatGPT, what's a future
Damu
business
Kiwe
in 2025?
Conversation.
A future-proof.
Hit that like button. Give me 10 more minutes. We almost done. Noyer, it permits artists to set up live events and shows, performances. Here you have the battle rap, classic hip hop form. The culture's purists would definitely be enthused by having their own platform made by artists for artists. Then you have another artist who's booked. As long as the artists have a green screen like behind me, we'll be able to pre-select whatever features that they need to go along with their live stream performance. They can add these dancers, virtual dancers, right? Pyrotechnics. And it really opens the door for the artist's creativity. But it's not just performances. This is a place to socialize, right? Don't scroll the culture, live it. And when we say socialize, we're talking about man and woman, or sometimes men and men and women, right? Whatever they may like. So you enter the club. AI identifies someone who matches your energy. You seeing that right here in the upper left-hand corner, right? AI notified them that there was a match. You meet on the dance floor. That's right under, right? The more that you engage and the more that you dance, the more you're rewarded. And you can see the points there. Incentives for them to continue participating, dancing on the dance floor, even burning calories. Then you ask her for, you request that she join you at the bar for a drink. She accepts. That unlocks texting, right? So you move to the bar, drinks are being poured. Right here, you see in the middle, the drink being poured. Well, the drink was some Moet champagne. Well, Moet won't be able to be used up there unless they give us a license and they pay us. But also behind us, you see presented by Hennessy, another corporate sponsor, potentially a corporate sponsor. But that could be any alcoholic brand or corporate sponsor, right? So back, the drinks are being poured. You move to the bar, the drinks are being poured. Real-time interaction, real-time monetization. You request, everything's hitting off with you and the girl. You request that she join you in VIP. She accepts. Assimilation of you walking, holding hands with the user, going upstairs to a luxurious VIP suite, unlocks FaceTime. This is no longer just social media. This is social reality. So let's talk about how we make money, because I'm quite sure that's your number one interest. We generate revenue through premium subscriptions, paid per feature experiences, ticketed live events, and artist bookings. Brands and corporate sponsors don't interrupt the experience. They live inside through product placement, sponsorship, and AI-driven integration. If you didn't understand how you make the money, there goes. Bang that like button. Share this with an artist also. The AI match notification. The match found. Request to buy a drink. There goes $2. Premium features, buying drinks, unlocking the texting, and an invite to VIP, which unlocks the FaceTime. Premium subscriptions, safe chat, video. Per feature experiences, drinks, VIP, ticketed concerts, and live events. So from Club Noir, you teleport to the first ever hip hop intergalactic supermall, a fully immersive marketplace where brands, creators, and culture meet commerce. You walk through, you see something you like, you try it on instantly. Powered by AI, you don't guess, you know. You can buy it physically or wear it instantly on your avatar. This is not a marketplace. This is a living economy. So when you talk about economy, there's not too much where brands, creators, and culture meet commerce. There's not too much that beats and generates as much money as the $1 trillion marketplace for automobiles. Let's go down there first.
Tone, why should people join us on
Damu
April 23rd
Kiwe
through the 25th
Conversations. We got 5 minutes left, and then I'm gonna take us out. Right? Oh, it's 9 and 8 minutes left. As you move through the mall, you reach the 3rd floor, right? The automotive level. You explore vehicles in full immersive detail, customize them, get AI guidance. And when you're ready, you're connected to a real dealership, already pre-qualified. Drive demand before the dealership, close sales before the test drive. One more time, we're gonna drive demand before the dealership and close sales before the test drive. But back to the commerce, you see where brands, creators, and culture meets commerce. It's very unique in that if you look at the bottom right, you see a customer shopping the virtual reality with a child, a fan of hip hop artist, the Damu Kiwe Conversation Podcast, which I host, Hit Your Bremen, which was a big independent hit, creating a cultural dance, exceeded 2 million views on YouTube, even had regular MTV spins as far as way as Italy, right? MTV Italy, I Testigo. So I'm an artist. We incentivizing artists to get rid of the multiple email accounts that they got where they distribute their music. They're on Instagram trying to build their presence there. They don't get to keep the analytics from any of this. I mean, they get bare skeleton analytics, but there's always a middleman in between them. We're going to tear the middleman down. Get rid of the middleman and have direct relationships with your market, which means a better relationship with your money. So this is a store that Duse M's, the artist, created for my fans. They're able to buy merch, exclusive drops, listen to music while they're shopping. Then we also have the founding connect digital connected or telecom connected. Apologies. Which sponsor wants to power this app. Early investor, another way we're going to generate money recurrently, and we can incentivize them with free real estate, virtual real estate in the intergalactic supermall or not. But when I said that you get inside the marketplace, you see something, you try it on, and you know that it fit, of course, because the AI tells you, right? The software will let you know whether the virtual shirt that you're trying to get, you got too much love handles, or it's fitting you too loose, right? These are the things that we're offering. But there's one more thing. Comment in the chat. Let me know what y'all thinking when y'all hear this. Galactic Supermall. We give incentives to users for the more calories that they burn while shopping, they get rewarded. Points off, discounts while shopping, etc., etc. And this is Hip Hop Planet. So this is why Hip Hop Planet goes further. We don't just host the economy, we participate in it. We build and operate our own businesses inside of the platform. We don't just host the economy, we own it. The VR gym and wellness. Here goes some shallow estimates of how much we should be generating per calculation. The pet world for pet enthusiasts, able to interact with and meet with other pet enthusiasts. The Hip Hop Hall of Fame, where it's very interactive with, and it's so many people are so passionate. Biggie is better than Tupac, and Eminem is better than Lil Wayne, and we're giving them live numbers and interactions where they can vote. They can learn about artists who's no longer here, founders of this culture, still paying dues to the culture, never letting them be forgotten. And then you have the great wall of hip hop, NFT gallery and marketplace for graffiti artists, where they could spin the globe. Let me get into that. Where they could spin the globe, pick a city throughout the universe, throughout Earth, and check out graffiti that was done in Tokyo or Paris, NYC, in the Bronx. And then they can do graffiti and upload it to a virtual timeline with a dashboard. And they could put their signature, their pseudonym, whatever name they do their art in. And when they upload it, automatically get it minted for an NFT. They're running on Snap, generating money for hip hop artists and graffiti artists.
Are you LLC curious? Wondering, is it time to make my business official?
Oh, hell no.
Forming your LLC
across the world. There goes the Hip Hop Planet Hall of Fame, the Hip Hop Planet Fitness and Health, where all of these will be inside the Intergalactic Mall, operated and owned by Hip Hop Planets to generate more currency, to upscale retention. So when people come here, it's not just shopping, there's things that they could do. The pet world, where they could interact with other pet enthusiasts. And here's the flywheel, right? The intergalactic supermall, economy flywheel. We target market creators. Once we got creators who generate traffic, brands enter. The more content that the creators and artists put out, the more users we get. Creators reinvest and we grow. Dual purchase effect. Transactions, physical and digital. When someone buys a pair of shoes, they get drop shipped. Not too much different than what Amazon does today. But Amazon left food on the table because in Hip Hop Planet, we're offering access to virtual products for the avatar while traveling through Hip Hop Planets, while socializing in the clubs for just a little bit more. Immersive shopping, storefronts attract users, creators and brands re-enter. So this creates a self-sustaining economic flywheel where creators, fans, and commerce feed each other. This is not just an app. This is not a platform. This is infrastructure for the future of culture. We are building the operating system for the hip-hop economy. Welcome to Hip Hop Planets. Ground zero for the economic revolution. We are. So, Cheeseburger Chuck and the Oscar Meyer Mafia say that Duse M wants to be Whack 100. Why would I want to be Whack 100? We went through all of these different things morally and everything else, right? Why would I want to be Whack 100? He don't stand for nothing. We're the total opposites of the spectrum. So we were destined to be arch nemesis. He works for the small hats, a gatekeeper, a do boy, and he's comfortable in that position. I push for economic independence. His artists get bamboozled. He takes all of their royalties and robs them for the little chump change they supposed to have. They all went broke. Savvy Third, Blueface, The Game, Ray J. I'm trying to drop Hip Hop Planet and turn artists into entrepreneurs and owners, where we own the culture. You see what I mean? It's much, much different than that. And then when we was talking about the problem that we fix, because people have don't know how to properly register their stuff in 2024, almost $500 million went unclaimed. Well, we're going to register it for these artists properly, right? Then you got the Beat Forge where artists will be able to be live, producers sell beats, and then they can create live and fans can pay. There goes the machine. There goes a visual of how Hip Hop Planet's Akabuyan will be, right? Everything is an immersive experience, meaning in VR. So you will have to have your goggles on. He's over here registering ASCAP, MLC, Sound Exchange, Song Trust, CSAC, BMI, all Illuminate, right? One wallet. All of that's going to go to one wallet. And it's going to be checked. The club experience, right? Where you're able to date, interact in the first ever virtual reality hip hop club, right? live performance, virtual reality performances. And like I said, Whack 100 that had his fair success, right? But his star came and went. So let me take this out of the drama and into something real. Because when y'all heard me say Hip Hop Planets, y'all don't really understand what it is. Y'all think it's just another act. It's just another idea. It's just another plan. Nah, this is infrastructure. Hip Hop Planets is a full ecosystem for creators. Not just music, not just videos, everything. Artists, producers, podcasters, filmmakers, content creators, all in one system where you don't got to go to 10 different platforms to build your career. Right now, if you're an artist, you got to go to Spotify, YouTube, DistroKid, ASCAP, BMI, SoundExchange, Shopify, Instagram. And even then, you still don't get paid right. Money's missing. The metadata's wrong. Royalty stuck in the black box. You lost your email password. That system wasn't built for artists and content creators to win. So I created and invented the rights engine, right? The rights registration engine. It's a system that fixes that. Inside Hip Hop Planets, we got something called the rights registration engine. One place, one login, one wallet, where your music gets ISRC codes, UPC codes with your metadata, not DistroKid, not CD Baby. Registered with your PROs. That's your ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC. Log in for royalties. Track globally. Register with Song Trust. Register with SoundExchange. And then register with Luminate, which is billboards. So your music sales actually show up on billboards. No confusion, no lost money. Content streaming and distribution. Now take that and connect it to the ability to be in the same place and stream like we're doing right now. Distribute your music here and Spotify, Apple, and all of the other platforms from right here. And host content from right here. Upload short films and documentaries right here. So instead of uploading your content and hoping somebody else pays you, you're in control from the start. Where YouTube right now gives us analytics about y'all that's listening, your ages. They give us general information of the number between this age, what geographical locations you guys come from, but they don't give us your email addresses, right? They don't give us any direct information. They hold that information and sell it to advertisers. A middleman in between the relationship with the content creator and the supporters, the artists and the fans. That way they control our market. They control our fans. Fuck all that exploitation shit. So we took it further with the social monetization in Club Noir, a virtual club, a social space, a performance stage where artists can perform live, host events, do battle raps, talent showcases, and build fan relationships and get paid for it. Tickets, VIP access, experiences. It's not just likes, it's revenue. And then finally was the Intergalactic Supermall. Then we add every creator got their own store, their own merch, products, brand deals, and not just digital, real products shipped to real people. So not only do you got real products like Amazon, but we're going to have your avatar plushed out and offered that whenever you buy a product there, you can also get the avatar, right? So you can sport that and be fly with the swag chambers in the Hip Hop Planet universe. So now you're not just an artist, you are a business. Now, how I make money clear and direct, let's talk about what everybody really wants to know about. Well, there's multiple revenue streams. Service fees, artists pay for rights, registration, catalog setup, and admin services. 2, the admin services, we take a small percentage for managing and collecting the royalties. Events and experiences, Club Noir from ticket sales, VIP access, and live performances. E-commerce and the intergalactic supermall, transaction fees, brand partnerships, and product placement. 5, ads and brand deals. Companies pay to be inside the culture. Subscriptions, premium features, enhanced tools, creator upgrades. So now every action inside the platform generates revenue. The big play is a $1 trillion TA total available market. This is where it gets big. People hear me say $1 trillion market and they think I'm exaggerating. But let's break it down. Music industry, streaming, creator economy, e-commerce, social platforms, dating, virtual experiences, all combined over $1 trillion. And I don't need all of it. The goal, my strategy is to get 1% of that $1 trillion economy by providing an experience unique and specific for artists, created by artists, for artists, and for hip-hop culture. Capture 1% of that trillion, that's $10 billion. So why the fuck would I be worried about trying to be a failed record manager that got to steal from his artist, who doesn't even have his wife no more? He got his mistress claiming to be his wife publicly. No decency, no morals. He's on camera getting he's on a picture laid on his stomach after getting 3 fingers stuck up his ass. A buster. Nigga that had success and he fell off. Besides that, he's a rat. So Cheeseburger Chuck, take off your gold knee pads and don't ever compare that piece of shit, bum ass nigga to a nigga my caliber. It just don't match up, bro. Respectfully. This is the Damu Kiwe Conversations. Y'all get active in the chat. Share this with any artist. They could go to hiphopplanets.com right now, sign their letter of intent to secure incentives as far as once the app is completed, the MVP is completed, that will secure them artist verification checks, extra focus on promotion and pushing you. It's a lot of different things that you got. You could go on the website, hiphoplanets.com, and sign your letter of intent today. The goal is to get 1,000. The goal in the next 6 months while they're building the app is to get 1,000 artists, rappers, artists to sign their letters of intent, 1,000 vloggers, podcasters, YouTubers, content creators to sign it. Salute to y'all. This is the Damu Kiwe Conversation. Let it be no mistake. We out.